Patrick Ewing and the New York Knicks. This has been a season of high expectations. Bolstered by a suffocating defense, the Knicks won the Atlantic Division and posted the best record in the Eastern Conference. But 60 regular season wins were just the first step to what many expect to be a championship run through the playoffs. However, in Game 1 of the opening playoff series, the Indiana Pacers had other ideas. At the beginning of the game, it looked like a New York rout was in the making. Every Pacer shot was contested. The Knicks were getting good shots and hitting them to the tune of 70% en route to building a 19-point lead. But on the brink of embarrassment, the Pacers fought back, led by Reggie Miller, who topped all scorers with 32 points. With the score tied and just seconds left in the game, the Knicks went to Ewing, who responded with his patented fall-away jumper to put New York up by 2. Then Ewing on defense, a controversial switch on Miller, which forced the Pacer turnover. But Indiana would get one last chance as Miller's three-pointer to tie the game bounced off at the final horn. The Knicks had survived Game 1, but suddenly questions replaced expectations. Are the Knicks indeed championship caliber?
This is the NBA on NBC, the 1993 NBA playoffs. Today, it's the Indiana Pacers versus the New York Knicks.
Well, the centers are now ready, and the Indiana Pacers thought they had control of the tap, but it goes to the New York Knicks. One type of contact, so we may see close calls here early.
Smith's over Ewing. Patrick might have gotten a piece of it. John Starks pushing the ball up court for New York. Again inside to Ewing, and he got it. Game 1. Fleming misses in close. Rivers pushes for New York. And an offensive foul. Doc Rivers as Shrimp took the charge. Fleming dishes back outside, and Shrimp goes to Smiths. Got the roll off the glass. Neither offensive team getting anything done here. Shrimp with a baseline drive. Draws the foul. And they're doing a good job on the boards. They were out-rebounded badly to start Game 1. Miller for 3. Ewing wades in to take the rebound.
Get back, Dad.
Smith. He averaged 29 points over the last 2 regular season games for the Pacers. And there he is with a runner baseline. Fleming had a career high equaling 31 against Miami in the playoff clinching victory by Indiana. Turnaround by Charles Smith. Inside Ewing. Triple team. Laid it in. One is Smith, who was prone to foul trouble, a little gun shy.
He may be trying to stay around because the one thing that he gives them is a low post strategy.
Ewing again. Spins around Smith and puts it through. Patrick Ewing was 6.
Some fouls. Smith's trying to post and come back at Patrick Ewing.
Up and under. Ewing blocked it. Saved by Oakley.
The reasons that he struggles is he has to shoot the jump shot on the move, and that's not the best shot for him.
Miller laid it in, and it's fouled by Starks.
When you have a horse like Ewing, you ride him, and inside, he's almost got complete freedom. He's just trying to ensure that he stays out of foul trouble, and then trying to answer at the other end, laid it right out there for Ewing to knock away. Charles Smith eventually saved, but Reggie Miller with another chance for a three-point play.
Starks penetrates and scores.
Good, strong drive by Starks.
Fleming tries to answer and gets it through. Ewing spins again. The fall away won't go. Oakley off the offensive board. And a foul, offensive foul called on Oakley and the Knicks. Excuse me, Smith.
He'll be Mason not big on point production. Fleming.
Both teams shooting under 50% as Ewing blocked that Fleming layup attempt. Ewing with 2 block shots and 6 points. Starks with a steal. And laid in by Oakley. Great hustling play by John Starks of the Knicks. Davis. Got it. Roll. Shrimp for the rebound. 4 rebounds for Detlef Shrimp. Not scoring, but he is hitting the boards. Dishes to Smith, who puts it through. 3 left in the opening quarter from Madison Square Garden.
2 on the shot clock.
And Shrimp gets it, just beating the shot clock. Sal Thompson replacing Rick Schmitz, who leaves with 6 points and 2 rebounds. Blackman from outside. Miller broke that one up. Reggie Miller. And a foul of Blackman. Reggie Miller out of the blocks in a hurry for the Pacers today.
The cheap opportunity that he talked about, they forced a turnover. He sprints the other way, looking over his shoulder, will make a nice catch. Blackman trying to get to the ball, picks up the personal foul. Miller with a chance for another 3-point play.
Ewing. One giant step, the shot came up short. Richardson for the Pacers. He's got Miller on the wing. Gave it to Shrimp, the trailer, who got the layup.
So the whistle didn't blow and it was in their favor. Ewing.
Against LaSalle Thompson, Ewing with the jam. Pacers will get the final shot of the quarter. Richardson got it away, but couldn't hit. So the first quarter comes to an end, and a surprise, Reggie Miller leading the way for the Pacers, who lead the Knicks after one, 26-18. By Greg Anthony of the Knicks. McLeod is open. George McLeod with his first basket in the midst of a 13-4 run over the last 5 minutes.
See that he's supposed to drop down before Ewing wheels. He didn't. The results are Ewing with 2 more.
Thompson kept it alive, but Blackman of New York takes it. Starks. Again inside to Ewing. Ran right over Rick Smith and is called for the offensive foul.
For the New York Knicks.
See if Smith tries to take advantage of his height over Charles Smith. He does indeed. That will count as he shot right over Charles Smith and is fouled. That's 3 on Smith of the Knicks.
Immediately, the New York Knicks find Charles Smith faced with a problem, and they come right inside. Smith said, I had my hands up against Rick Smith and got no call for it. Anthony Mason, who's gotten him now. George McLeod trying to go on his own.
Reggie Miller from outside. That's a 3 for Miller, his second tray of the game. McLeod backing in against Blackman. Pulls up from 16 and doesn't roll.
Is in the navy blue uniforms, and they have really forced the Knicks to struggle. Ewing back in the game against the clock.
And Ewing gets it down.
Ewing coming across, and you see the big strides, but Smith is staying out of foul trouble, even though Ewing is getting some pretty easy chances once he goes by.
Schmitz double team. Fake Ewing, then missed the shot. Foul, though, called on New York. Is that on Ewing? It'll be 3. New York still struggling except for Ewing. Mason in close. Finally put in by Ewing.
He won.
Miller backing against Blackman. Up and under. Good. Great shot by Miller.
Reggie Miller working on his own, gets Blackman up in the air. This is a real tough fadeaway jumper. You see where he ends up, the ball in the net. He has got 5 in the quarter. So he's got to get some points for the Knicks.
This is a 3. Rebound fumbled around, taken by Williams of New York. Starks launches again. This one good. That's a 2 just inside the arc.
Whenever he can.
Shrimp against Oakley. Can't get anything done. Schmitz outside. Nice touch for the big guy.
How deep and shoot the ball as well. They've been talking about Ewing being so good, so deep out on the perimeter. Starks strikes again. The Pacers have had real good recognition at the offensive end. Inside the Schmitz having a field day right now. Have gone against them. The crowd is against the officials, and we'll see how it turns in the second half. Fleming
From outside.
Aggressive, and they're forcing the Knicks out of what they want to do. Starks again.
John Starks. Starks now with 11 for New York. This is Rivers. Blocked. And a foul underneath on Indiana. Indiana 7 of 10. And there's Starks setting up to take the offensive foul. Whistled on Vern Fleming. Back from the Garden.
Steal Rivers.
Rivers took it away from McLeod. Mason clears the rebound.
See, that's what I mean by making Mason show you that he's going to be an inside threat. Shrimp
to the rim for 2. Miller with a nice ball fake. Found Shrimp. Starks on the move. Tapped in by Williams.
Shrimp has an advantage. He wants some room to work against Herb Williams. Goes by.
They clear out for Shrimp, and he lays it through baseline. Rivers got a step.
Doc Rivers. Or trying to make something happen. Gets the ball to Shrimp.
He scored the last 6 for Indiana, but that one won't go. Knicks have a chance. Starks from mid-court won't go. Deadlift Shrimp started out 0-2 from the field, but has hit his last 5 shots as the Indiana Pacers lead at halftime, 55-44. We'll be joining Bob Costas and Quinn Buckner for the Prudential Halftime Report right after these messages.
A little bit of a hook.
Shrimp has it swiped by Smith and then fouls trying to get it back.
Home court advantage is not as good as a team's ability to win out on the road. Dale Davis taps it in.
That's the first offensive rebound of the game for Indiana. It's that shooting. And as you saw, a dramatic improvement so far in this game for the Indiana offense.
Turnover, Ewing.
Miller looking inside. They go to Smits again. Being checked by Oakley. Spins away and scores.
See, that big fella can score if he can stay in the ball game. Once Smits has got the ball inside, they don't double him. They allow him to come across the lane. Ewing can't get there to knock it away.
15 left.
They left Ewing wide open. Just forgot about it. Miscommunication.
Smits from outside. Here's Starks for Ewing. The big man runs the floor for the easy one.
Outside, Smith took a quick springer, and they didn't get back. Reggie Miller.
Oh, a beautiful fall away. Reggie Miller. Can't stop that shot. He has 18. Starks.
Riley has told his team to get up and pressure the ball. They turn Dale Davis loose.
Davis makes his way to the hoop. Half. Here's Charles Smith. Oakley, offensive board. Tapped it in. Smith's calling for the ball outside instead of posting up. Drives to the hoop and dishes to Davis for the slam. Mason got by Davis for the reverse slam. The Knicks put a little mace on him.
Rick Smith was able to get down the middle and leave a big effort for Dale Davis, a thundering effort for the Pacers, but down on the baseline, they open it up for Anthony Mason, a left-handed player who's strong with his right hand, and the crowd is on their feet. This is with Rick Smith. Dropped the ball off to nobody. He thought Detlef Schrempf was cutting.
Knicks again trying to chip away at the lead. Mason.
Mason has been trying to hit this shot the entire first half. Gets his first effort to go. Feeling pretty good about himself.
3-on-2 Indiana. Miller came out.
big effort by Miller just to get it to the rim.
Starks, dishes, Mason, got it.
And you can see when the offense goes good.
Ewing got away from Davis for the monster jam.
Look at Starks, up, tight, and aggressive.
Pick and roll, leaves Shrimp wide open. He's challenged by Ewing, but too late. Starks now at the point for the Knicks. Rivers.
Coming into Ewing against Davis, a big mismatch. They don't get there in time. They pick up the foul. They were trying to double. They waited too long, and Ewing got raked across the eye. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul. Patrick Ewing picking up his 4th foul. Shooting over 56% in the first half. They've fallen to 40% shooting in the third. Starks high off the glass.
Back to Smits against Herb Williams this time.
Spinning. Yes, and he's fouled. Herb Williams picking up the personal.
Smits this time took his time and set Herb Williams up, then spun away, extended, got a good roll as we got a timeout. Oh man, they force him out of the pick and roll.
Nice move by Oakley. Shrimp fouls him.
Into Shrimp, shot clock at 5. Turn it over.
Taken away from Shrimp by Oakley. Mason. And that's the end of the third quarter. Anthony Mason cuts the Pacer lead to 1.
Doc Rivers sees Anthony Mason wide open, and it's an easy deuce. A big quarter for Mason, 8 1/4.
He hit 4 of 4 in the third quarter, and the Knicks have closed within a point. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back to Madison Square Garden after these messages and a word from your local station. As the score has been since 13-12 early in the game. Starks. Oakley on the follow. Shot blocked for a foul on Indiana.
That's it now.
Richardson. Smits with an offensive board. Powers it back up and through.
Huge effort by Smits.
The bench with 4 fouls. Reggie Miller on the Indiana bench with a banged up knee. Starks for 3.
Really be aggressive again against the clock. They're down to 5.
Smits. Ewing.
But they're looking for Pooh Richardson to try to find something inside. Turn it over.
He was in deep trouble, the double team, and Starks took it away from him. He tied at 76. Indiana led by as many as 16 in the first half. Starks. 3 times 3. His third tray of the game.
They'll see if they can get back to it here in the final 8 minutes of play.
Rolando Blackman for 3.
To be aggressive and force the Indiana Pacers further away from the hoop. Miller picks up the foul.
Fouled hard by Rolando Blackman.
Technical foul on Blackman. Thompson, Mason are the guys that have made it happen inside the Oakland. Pacers have to do is start taking the ball to the basket. They can't stay out on the outside and rely on three-point shots, although Miller knocks that one down.
There's the entry pass. Knocked away from Ewing as Richardson came to double. McLeod. Tough rebound by Smits, and he's fouled. Starks. Will shoot 2.
Game.
Ewing.
Near steal.
McLeod. Feeds back outside, and Mitchell just off the bench. It's a long-range 2. Smits, not only has he been productive, but Patrick Ewing is defending him with 4 fouls. And they need to get Ewing out of the game. That's 2 straight buckets as he struts his stuff up the court.
Pacers have forgotten where theirs is. They finally try to get the ball to Smith, but it's a steal by Rivers.
Starks fouled by Miller.
Patrick Ewing on the baseline, squeezes it out, and then struts back up the floor. Shot clock at 5.
Ewing fouled by Rick Smits. 3. Rivers might have gotten just a piece of it. Here's Smits. Got the pass that time from Davis.
The ball into Ewing. Shot clock at 8.
Intricate inside passing by the Knicks results in a Mason field goal. Ewing. Shrimp the other way. Got McLeod against Ewing, and Starks rejects. There for Indiana.
George McLeod coming in against Patrick Ewing, but perfect timing by Starks to get the ball. And it's McLeod again charging to the hoop.
John Starks. He's fearless.
And they have kept the pressure on. The Indiana Pacers will now have to figure out what to do better in Game 3 when they return to Market Square.
Up short on the second free throw and was sprinting in with a loose ball foul call here against New York, and that's number 6 on Patrick Ewing. So Ewing is disqualified, spent much of the game in foul trouble, and it's a tribute to Riley and the Knicks that they're going to win without the services of Ewing, though he did have 25 points and 9 rebounds.
Well, if you're the Indiana Pacers, you're saying he fouled out too late. 42 seconds left on it. Left in the game, 11 points down on the scoreboard. There are no miracle plays. It would take a total breakdown. And you know that Riley's not going to let that happen. That's just 2 possessions before this one's over. Starks was telling him, hey, just throw it up there, man. Let's get out of here. That's the ball game.
The Knicks have taken a 2-0 lead in their series against the Indiana Pacers. Final score this afternoon, New York 101, Indiana 91. So for Steve Jones and Dan Hicks, I'm Tom Hammond saying so long from Madison Square Garden. The Lakers at the Suns coming up next. This has been a presentation of the NBA on NBC. Knicks up 2-0.